It was the summer of 1999 when a group of 4 hikers, 3 men and a woman, set out for a weekend backpacking trip in the rugged mountains of Alaska. The area they chose was known for its beauty, but also for its dangerous and unpredictable weather pattern. On the second day of their trip, the weather took a turn for the worse. Heavy rain and strong winds made it difficult to navigate the trail, and the hikers decided to set up camp early and wait for the storm to pass. That night, as they huddled together in their tent, they heard strange noises outside. At first, they thought it was just the wind and rain, but as the noises persisted, they realized that something else was out there. The next morning, they emerged from their tent to find that one of their hiking boots was missing. They searched the area around their campsite but found no trace of it. As they continued on their hike, they noticed that something was off. The landscape seemed to shift and change around them, and they began to feel disoriented and lost. They also noticed strange symbols etched into the trees and rocks along the trail, symbols they had never seen before. As they pressed on, the weather grew worse, and they found themselves in the midst of a blizzard. They took shelter in a nearby cave, hoping to wait out the storm. Inside the cave, they found evidence of someone having been there before. There were scraps of clothing and a makeshift bed made of branches and leaves. They also found a journal with entries that seemed to suggest the author had been lost in the mountains for months, possibly even years. The hikers began to fear that they were not alone in the mountains and that someone or something was watching them. The next morning, one of the hikers was gone. There was no sign of a struggle, and the others could find no trace of him. They searched the area for days, but to no avail. As they made their way back down the mountain, they encountered a park ranger who was searching for another group of hikers who had gone missing in the area. The ranger listened to their story and then showed them a map of the area, pointing out a section of the mountain that was marked as off-limits. The hikers never forgot their experience in the mountains of Alaska, and they never found out what happened to their missing friend. But they knew that something strange and terrifying lurked in those rugged peaks, and they never ventured into the wilderness alone again.